Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day as usual. A couple very interesting news today. It's a lot of, not ups and downs, but you'll hear as I'm talking about a lot of interesting things. So there's a company known as SBI Ripple Asia, that is the actual name of the company. They will apparently begin rounds of testing on a new payment system using something called DLT, which is a digital ledger technology for making payments between South Korea and Japanese financial institutions, by the end of this year. So SBI appears to be a partnership between a Tokyo-based company known as SBI and, of course, the coin that we've been speaking about a lot of times on this channel, Ripple. This is why they have the name SBI Ripple. So after having banks in Japan test this software earlier this year, I actually didn't know that they were I knew that they were testing them, but I didn't know that it was based on the efforts of this company. They seem to be now moving in the direction of getting banks in South Korea to also start working with the technology as well. Once again, as always, I know that I always have to say this. I am not affiliated with the company. I do not know them, have never met them. I'm not being paid by them. I just thought this was really cool. I bring you guys this news because not that I profit from it, but because I think that it is very cool information to see that these things are moving across the world. SBI Ripple was started in 2016 with the goal and purpose and aim of raising awareness of Ripple within the Asian market, and it seems that they are doing this. Apparently, as well, in October of this year, SBI Ripple will begin training engineers from 20 different companies from around the world on the uses of blockchain and its technologies. It seems like we've spoken about this before as far as Ripple getting into the Asian market or trying to get further into Asia, and it seems like they may have found their footing because I can only assume that they're going to become more aggressive with this as time goes along. I don't see Ripple stopping anytime soon. Like I've said before, I think they have 80 banks under their belt right now, and I assume by next summer they should have over 100. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they continue to grow as a company. Next up, I believe that this is already happening in the United States. I'm not 100% certain on this, but I remember reading this before a couple years ago that you are now able to pay your taxes in to the U.S. government in Bitcoin. I don't know exactly how true that is, but if you Google it, like U.S. taxes in Bitcoin, I'm pretty sure you'll find the article. This was from a couple years ago. Well, apparently there is a town in Switzerland called Chiasso, Chiasso. I had never heard of them before in my life. Apparently they will soon allow people, I guess, from this town exclusively to be able to pay their taxes in cryptocurrency, which is kind of crazy. So this will start by the end of the year, but for some odd reason, there always seems to be some type of catch. You won't be able to make tax payments over the amount of $250 US. For whatever odd reason, I think that's very, very weird. I'm pretty sure most people have to pay more taxes than that every single year. So it's kind of like why would you have that limit be so low? Like I said, I've never heard of Chiasso before, but apparently they've been giving the nickname in Switzerland of Cryptopolis. Don't know why they would want that name. And their goal now, it seems, is to outdo their rival, which is another city named Zug. If you guys know German, it's actually a really funny name for a city because Zug means train. So the name of that city is literally just train. But yeah, Zug has apparently had 8 new blockchain startups in the last few months alone, not even this year. So they're slowly trying to propel themselves forward as their own cryptopolis, if you will. It'll be very weird if in the next 20 years we're actually all able to pay our cryptocurrencies exclusively in taxes to our governments. That would be very, very odd, but I'm not putting it past anyone. We've been getting a lot of great news about countries the last couple of months, except for what happened with China, but even they said that is only temporary. So last but most certainly not least, we have news out of Finland, which is very weird because we never get news about cryptocurrencies from Finland. It seems like Finland's central bank has named Bitcoin revolutionary. I thought this was very interesting as I read this. They said that Bitcoin is a monopoly, but it is not a traditional monopoly that cannot be regulated, abused, or manipulated by humans to mitigate their power. So this was released in a paper from the central bank, and the bank that released the paper, they end up going on saying, and I quote, Bitcoin cannot be regulated. There is no need to regulate it because as a system, it is committed to its protocol as is. and the transaction fees it charges to the users are determined by the users independently of the miners' efforts, end quote. So, like I said, this is, I hope they continue their optimistic stance on Bitcoin. We've seen some ups and downs from different countries, but mostly as time goes along, I feel like we are no longer in this period of, how do I say this? Like where things are kind of like being tested. You know, people are saying over and over and over, because for a long time we had a lot of news from different countries of them saying, you know, this was a scam, this was so and so and so. But as we go along, you are now able to pay your taxes, and there are now countries praising this cryptocurrency. Going to be interesting to see how things move along, and if things continue in this direction for Finland, it might be time to move there as well. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Relatively short video today. There's tons of good news. Thank goodness the markets seem to be kind of recovering, but if you look at the charts right now, it seems like things could be sliding back down. There's always some type of weird news coming from somewhere else, but it seems like the markets are slowly picking back up, but things are slowly moving sideways, so it could go either way. We just always have to wait for that bit of good news to kickstart things and knock it back up. But yeah, all right, guys, hope you're doing okay. Sorry once again if I sound weird or anything like that. I'm still getting over this cold. Hopefully it's over in a day or two. Been drinking lots of tea. You guys don't care about that. Why'd I tell you? All right, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you all soon. See you. Hey everyone, thank you very much again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys would like to help me and the channel, there are ways to do so in the description below. Thank you very much, and talk to you guys soon.